ensure that you're satisfied that that all of the departments and the association is in agreement with what you want to do.
I got a question concerning the money.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before my time, but isn't there 19 fire departments and V911, and they share equally in the money?
That's correct.
So I don't understand what you're talking about, the money converting or doing whatever it needs to do for communication.
When I met with the board of directors at the E911, was told that the cost, any cost of work that was to be done for the radio system out there that would be at the request of the well, anybody for that matter, but specifically for the fire departments, that cost would be borne by the departments or the association. And it amounts to about $400, about what it's going to amount to, based on the estimates that have been received. And the cost of doing that upgrade, in the opinion of the association and departments, is already included in that approximately $30,000 that entity gets every year, should cover these kinds of expenses.
Well, I don't know how it was set up originally, but so I'm just fishing here, but
okay.
It would seem to me that since 20 of you share in the money, maybe all 20 of you ought to pay for that upgrade.
Well, what he's saying is that share, that 1/20th of what the tax money comes from the county, should pay for that money.
I think you asked me for a copy of that bill at one time at one of the meetings you had on financials several months ago. If I could get somebody to make a copy, I'll be glad to.
Okay.
And it might, well, it's the language of the bill anyway,
Okay.
whether.
So what you're saying is the 19 fire departments think that E911 will pay the whole cost?
That they have already received a 1/20th of the amount, which should cover the cost. And section 3 of the bill says that it shall be used exclusively for fire protection and emergency medical and rescue services delivered by fire protection agencies and for communication services related thereto.
Well, let me just play the devil's advocate.
Okay.
I'm only getting one, I'm an E911.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only getting 1/20.
Mm-hmm.
And you want me to pay for the whole thing?
That's what the bill says it was to be used for.
I need to read it, but anyway.
Okay.
Judge, one thing on realigning it, we need to look at the bridges. I go into Wally Bend, I don't know if Deer Park has got Wally Bend.
We go everywhere.
But if they do,
Epworth's got part of it, then, you know, we take up the slack, whatever.
okay.
Still got low weight bridge.
But, I mean, if Deer Park has got it, then you gotta go all the way to Fruitdale and then back down, so.
Exactly.
We need to look at our bridges if we realign something like that.
Well, if we do that, then we're gonna have to give all the borrowers a copay.
I think the slate right there in Deer Park, we're gonna have to give all that to Epworth from the railroad track that
I
way.
mean, if we're looking at a quick response, Deer Park, I mean, if you could cross the bridge there, you'd be there in 2 minutes.
Right.
But if you can't, then you're gonna be there in 45 minutes.
We're talking about, we got a low weight bridge right there by the fire station, we can't go another 45,
If you ever get a bridge, you go reroute it again.
I mean, it's just something to think about.
Right.
But you do understand, I hope, that this is a rating issue by the ISO. They take the fire district lines as you define them. And they don't look at anything else, to my knowledge, but except those district lines. And if the person lives within that district, no matter how close the fire station is in the adjoining district, it doesn't matter. They're still rated for the district that they actually reside in. Okay, appreciate it.
Thanks, Dan. Sure. Moving along, public comment from other elected officials, Sheriff Department.
No, sir, we don't have anything.
Moving along, not aware of any awards or presentations. Old business, we did settle, complete the land deal. We did, we should have today contract books in the hand of the two winning bidders, so we should be starting construction on the sewer project, shortly. New business. You have in your packet there a resolution from the Alabama Department of Transportation. This is a mapping agreement, Ms. Taylor brought over. We need a resolution to adopt this agreement with the state to provide funding. We're hoping that this will finish up our overflight and our mapping for the county.
The total project cost $155,116.
For this part, yeah.
And the county portion is $10,000.
Yeah.
Is that coming out of reappraisal?
Right.
And this will wind up all this particular one?
Yeah.
So the county commission doesn't have any money.
Usually none come out of general fund.
Right.
Off the resolution.
Williams resolution, Mr. Robbins makes a motion for Mr. Weaver seconds. Is there any further discussion? If not, those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign, motion carried. Next is housing and sewer invoices. The big package you have there is on the sewer projects. This is for the engineering, the advertising, the preliminary work leading up to the contracting. This resolution will authorize Mr. Galbraith to order the money to be transferred.
I'll make the resolution, yeah.
Resolution by Weaver, motion by Williams. Second by Bailey. Is there any further discussion? If not, those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The next one is for the Katrina grant. This is on the housing.
What did you ever do about the last two houses? Do we know yet?
Well, one of them is theoretically off the table. The other one, they are doing a survey on the site survey. If we can put the trailer where they want to put it without having to build a mound system, we would put it in there. If we can't, then that one's off the table.
We know, yeah, how much more time we gonna give them?
Well, getting information out of them is kind of like getting information from Mobile Community Action. It's not just,
You give them a deadline. Another one need a water heater or something. Stove dead.
everyone come in last week, wanted to act it. office